What's going on, everyone? My name is Alpha, and today we're back with another Pokemon challenge video. Today we're on Pokemon White, and today's challenge will be, can I beat Pokemon White using only the regional birds? So the regional birds are essentially the most common birds you'll find in the early route of every Pokemon game. It goes from Pidgey to Hoothoot to Tailo. I forgot Tailo was an actual regional bird. To obviously the best one, Starly, and of course Pidove, which is controversial if you like it or not. I don't mind it. But those are the 5 regional birds that we're going to use through Unova, trying to beat it. And of course, the rules are, gotta use them on our team. Of course, we are allowed HM slaves to beat the game. We are not allowed to evolve them at all. So they are just stuck as the little bird farm they are, just to, kind of just keep it harder for ourselves. We are also not allowed items inside a battle, and each of them are nicknamed after you guys in the comment section below. So here are the comments that I picked out as nicknames for these Pokemon. So thank you so much for leaving comments in the previous video. If you guys want to be named after a Pokemon in my challenge video, just leave it in the comments down below, just like this. Hopefully I'll pick yours in the future. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. And anyways, if you guys are excited for this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment down below some challenge ideas, and also subscribe if you guys are not already. Let's get into the challenge itself. So to begin with, I knew from the start that a lot of these Pokemon are just are tough to use. They're kind of duplicates of themselves. There are certain ones that are better versions of each other. So as such, Tailo is the strongest technically, just by attack wise. But then Starly has a stronger moveset, and then everyone else has different utility that I can use. And it's gonna be hard to train up a team of 5 in the early games, so I'm not gonna train up a team of 5. I'm gonna train up a team of 2 essentially, because I want to focus on having Tailo and Pidgey right now, and then the other 2s I could worry about later, because I mean it's hard to distribute like fairly a bunch of levels. So I'm focusing on mainly Tailo. I want to get Tailo a high level from the start, because Tailo is going to be a strong Pokemon to start off. And to prove that, I'm going to head into the first gym, which is Silence. Silence can start off the battle with his Lillipup. I'm going to start with my Tailo. I'm going to focus energy first. Quick attack, crit it from the start, and then it's going to have low HP. Quick attack will finish things off. And as well, the Pan Stage comes out. It's going to work up a bunch of times. I completely forgot I had Peck as a move. And once I realized it, I knock it down to low HP. It's gonna vibe with me, doesn't knock me out at 16 HP, and then quick attack will finish things off. And I also get a really good move called Wing Attack. So really great start for my Pokemon, the little birdies. I'm going to teach most of them Work Up. Work Up is a great move. It's a setup move. It boosts up your attack and special attack, which is fantastic for us. However, not all of them are kind of useful with Work Up, so most likely I'm going to keep it on my Tailo than everything else. Now we're going to head into the Dream Yard. We're going to clean up Team Plasma here, and then obviously clean up Team Plasma in Wellspring Cave, and then head into obviously the next town over in Nacrene City. Nacrene City is going to be a bit tougher for us because, again, we have a lot of Pokemon on the team, and they're not too good. So we actually end up losing our aces, our Pidgey and our Tailo, against the end fight over here. Luckily, Starly, the best bird out there, is here to clean it up and gets free levels just instantly. And also knocks out the Timber for me and just automatically climbs up to one of my highest levels in my team. From here, we're going to actually head into the gym. The gym's going to be fairly tough for us to start off because our Pokemon are pretty under level. Heading through this, we're going to clear through the trainer fights in here and then head into Lenora. Lenora is actually going to beat us down fairly easily. Oh my god. So we got to come back, finish off training, and then head back into her fight. It will be an easier fight after realizing that we need some higher level Pokemon. We're going to sacrifice our Pidgey to get a lot of HP down on the Herdier. The Herdier will be knocked down to the Super Potion range. I'm going to send out my Tailo after this. I knew it was getting healed up, so I'm going to work up right in front of it and then get some damage off on it. When the Watchog comes out with a boosted up work up, a Wing Attack crit will actually knock it out. And that is the end of Watchog. So it's pretty free out here. We're getting some easy badges. I say that, but I'm clearing through the Pinwheel Forest, obviously, pretty easy, and then heading into Castilla City. Castilla City will have some nice items for us, and also a gym fight for us. However, we're not actually going to get to the gym before we black out. We're going to head through this, and we're going to black out to this Dwebble. Dwebble is just soaking up free damage against us, and it just actually blacks us out, which is incredible. I didn't know that was going to happen, but we black out against the Dwebble, and we had to go back all the way from Nacrene City to Castilla City because we're dumb. I can't believe I lost to the Bug-type gym with a bunch of Flying-type Pokemon. That's kind of incredible. But heading back to our rematch, we're actually going to beat down the Dwebble with our Tailo. Levani will come out as his final Pokemon, and Levani will get one-shot it, and that's it. done for Berg and done for that gym. Heading into the next area, we're going to clear through both our rivals pretty easily. We do give them a grass type and a firefighting starter for us, so it's easier to beat them down. And getting the bike here and also a new TM for us, we're going to get TM return, which is going to help us through the electric gym. The electric gym, I knew it was going to be a struggle from the start, so I went out training just because I could, because I needed all the XP I can get. And heading into the fight itself is actually going to be very troublesome. I don't do enough damage with my Pidgey, and it just goes down fairly easily. So what I'm thinking of is I need to send out my Tailo. And Tailo actually has a new move called Double Team. Luckily for us, Amoga started using Pursuit on us, and then we got the double teams up fairly easily. It just kept missing his attacks, and now we just gotta work up right in front of it. Once we get boosted up, we're gonna quick attack the Amoga, but unfortunately we get staticked and we're gonna get paralyzed. But luckily for us, that doesn't stop us. Quick attack moves first. It's a priority move, so it will knock out everything, and since we're boosted up, it should one-shot everything. I do get paralyzed, but lucky they missed their attacks, and I could finish them off with the quick attack, and that is it for Elisa. So another strategy we got in the books, the double team strategy. Here we're going to teach our Pokemon Return, because Return is a way better move than Quick Attack on our Pokemon, and they don't look that great of moves to begin with. So from here we're going to go through the cold storage, clean out the Team Plasma members here, head into the next gym fight against Driftle City's Clay. Clay is going to actually demolish us from the start, which is going to be rough. We knock down the Krokorok, and then the Extra Joe comes out. We're trying to just make it beat itself, and its swagger, it's not working. We actually end up blacking out, and that's unfortunate. But we come back rematching with our same levels. We're not going to train for Clay. We are going to rematch just how we are, and this time it gets a little bit better. I actually endeavor down the Extra Joe using my Starly, so it's, you know, lower HP, and then I put it to sleep with my Hoot Hoot, and then from there I'm gonna air slash it down and knock it out. So Hoot Hoot finally saves the day and does something for us. Hypnosis is a pretty decent move on it, so lucky for us we have that. From here, we're going to beat down Bianca one more time and then get a new HM for us, which is HM02, which is Fly, something we actually really need. We don't really need, but it's, you know, it's kind of useful to have on the playthrough. From here, we're going to go to Charstone Cave and then head into Masharton Tower, clear through both dungeons, and then head into the top to ring the bell for Skyla, and then head into Skyla's gym. I knew from the start Skyla's gym will never be an issue for us. I was going to plan on using my Tailo anyway, so heading to the gym, I'm going to use Tailo regardless. Clear through the trainer fights in here really easily, and then head into Skyla herself. I'm going to return, knock out the Swoobat. On Pheasant comes out, I'm going to switch into my Starly, get it to Endeavor range, and then just die against the Razor Wind. That's the first time Pheasant got a kill. I didn't know it has Razor Fang. That's how little I knew about her team. But Swanna comes out, so I'm going to weaken it down using my Hoodoo, and then send out my Pidgey and clean things up. And that'll be the end of Swanna and Skyla. So we got 6 gyms down, and we're going to head into, obviously, the next place and the next gym, which is Icarus City. Icarus City will be the Ice-type gym leader of the game, and it's Bryson. You know, Bryson's going to be a bit tough. I'm going to use my Tailo. Of course, I always use my Tailo for these. Just beat down the trainers here, and he's doing pretty well. Returns a really decent move to have on Tailo. Just knocking everyone down. And then heading into the gym fight itself against Bryson. Bryson's going to be a bit annoying. He's going to be the Ice-type gym leader. And we're obviously birds. I mean, we're flying types, so it's going to be super effective against us. Not as much as you would think, actually. Vanillish Acid Armor in front of me, and then it raises defense, but it doesn't matter to me. Return knocks it out, 2 shots, dead. Beartic comes out. I'm going to try to hit it as hard as I can with my return, but unfortunately, I actually end up losing my Tailo, but I do enough damage to where my Starly can finish things off. Even with a crit, didn't really matter. Cragano is going to be a bit of a pain. Ooh. It knocks out most of my Pokemon, but luckily my Pidgey's in the back. It's getting Hyper Potions up, and then luckily Pigeon just gets sent out. Return, crits it, knocks it out, and that's the end for Bryson. So luckily, there's crits in the game, or that could have been bad. But from here, we're actually going to head into Dragon Spiral Tower. Dragon Spiral Tower will be home of, obviously, the dragon of the game, the opposite mascot of what you have, which in our case Reshiram. Also Team Plasma members. If you guys can tell from this, it's free XP we're just gonna get against these Plasma members. And then heading into the top of the tower, we're gonna find N and his little dragon boy. From here, we're gonna head into the desert, clear out the desert, and then head into Opelousas City. Opelousas City will be home of the 8th gym of the game. Also, you know, a bunch of lore that we can, you know, it's not important to us, the lore right now. Heading into the gym itself, we're gonna clear through the gym using our Tailo again. just definitive trainer fights for Taylor. Gets a lot of XP for it, but eventually it doesn't end up well for me because, you know, the Druddigons always knock me out, which is annoying, so I gotta heal up after the battle. But so heading into the fight against Iris, Iris is gonna be the dragon type gym leader of the game, and for us, she's not too difficult of a challenge. She can start with a fracture. I'm gonna start with Taylor. I'm gonna set up as she sets up, and then I'm gonna knock her out because, you know, I'm a Taylor, she's a fracture. She's not gonna do too much against me. Druddigon comes out. I'm gonna two-shot it with return, and then Haxorus comes out. It's gonna Dragon Tail me after I do a big chunk of damage to it. Then it's gonna Dragon Dance in front of me, like it's gonna do something. I'm gonna Brave Bird it using my Starly, and that's the end of Haxorus. And that's the end of Iris, and that's the end of badge collecting in the game. And we're gonna head into the Elite Four, not after we beat Sharon. We have to beat Sharon one more time. I mean, clearing through his team is very easily. I mean, the Superior does get a kill on my ace, which is unfortunate, but please demolish everything with Brave Bird. And that's it for Sharon. Now heading into the Elite Four itself, heading into Chantal, we're going to do left to right. We're going to do the Ghost type Elite Four member of the game. We're going to try to knock out the Cofagrigus for us. We do get it low. Obviously lose our Hutu, which is not too bad. But then a Chandelier comes out. Chandelier is actually going to Fire Blast, kill my Pidgey, kill my Taylor, kill everything, kill my Starly, and then kill my P-Dove. I mean, ooh, that's a tough scene to see. I don't know what I can do. So I'm gonna start the battle against Chantal using my Taylor this time. I'm gonna work up in front of it. Hopefully it burns me so I can use Guts. I'm gonna knock out Cofagrigus in one hit. It ends up missing his Fire Blast, and I actually knock it out with my Aerial Ace, and that's the end of Chandelier. Bit of switching in between so I can get Guts back. If I switch out, I'm gonna lose my boost, but if I stay in, I lose my ability because, you know, I need Guts for the burn to work well. Aerial Ace will put the Jellicent down on low HP, and then Brave Bird will knock out the Jellicent. Golem comes out. I'm gonna actually finally use my P-Duff in any sort of usefulness. I'm gonna Feather Dance it, lower its attack stat, and then it's gonna start cursing, and then I'm gonna knock it out and finish things off using my Starly and his Brave Bird. A bit of switching in between, a lot of that, but we got the job done with Starly, and we're gonna head into the Grimsley fight. Grimsley is going to be the Dark type Elite Four member of the game, and it's going to be very annoying to fight against Grimsley because the Scrafty is just keeps knocking out my Pokemon and gets Moxie boost. Eventually, we do end up knocking it out using my Taylor, but a lot of casualties. My Taylor also finished things off against the Crocodile, Liepard as well. It gets knocked out, and then the Bisharp will come out. It's at low HP, so my Taylor can finish things off, and that's the end of Bisharp. I do have the Eviler on my Taylor just so it's more bulky, so I could get more setups, but that's about all I could do. I'm gonna head into Caitlyn, which is the next Elite Four member of the game, the Psychic Elite Four member of the game, and she can send out her Renucleus. I'm gonna send out my Pidgey, knock it out, just barely not knock it out, and then Taylor's gonna clean it up, get the free XP. Sigler's gonna come out. I'm gonna send out my Taylor, just sacrifice my Taylor at this point, and Gothitelle can come out. I'm gonna try to put it to sleep. It gets a Call Mine up, so I'm kind of scared now. So I gotta send out my Starly, try to knock it out. My Starly does knock out the Gothitelle, which is great for us. However, it knocks itself out, and then to finish things off, Mashiner is very annoying. I do put it to sleep using my Hoodoo. I get it low HP, but that's not enough. It also knocks out my P-Dove, so the last Pokemon on my team will be the Taylor, and Taylor will clean it up. And then from here, we're gonna head into the Marshall fight. Marshall is going to be the fighting Elite Four member of the game. Pidgey doesn't do too well. It gets knocked out. It puts it to half HP, which is pretty useful for us, but that's all it can really do. I'm actually going to set up using my Taylor and start using Double Team and work up. Unfortunately for me, I get really low HP, and I mean, I gotta deal with that. Luckily, Sock misses attack, and I knock out Sock. And then I knock out, and as well, I knock out Congador in one hit. And then knock out the Mienshao, and that is it for Marshall, and that's it for the Elite Four. But that's not it for the game. So we're gonna head into N's castle, this big giant castle in the sky, and then head into N himself. We're gonna catch Zekrom, obviously, because we're required to catch Zekrom. Now I'll put Zekrom on our team, fight against N. We're gonna start the fight against N using our Zekrom. We're not gonna actually use Zekrom. We're gonna throw balls at the restroom and then just let it kill us. And then from here, we're going to set up against the Reshiram. It's going to Hyper Beam me, which is unfortunate. It just breaks through the double teams I put up. But it's okay. I'm fine with that. From here, I'm actually going to knock out the Reshiram. Getting worked up already. Worked up all the way and double team all the way, so it can't hit me either way. And then knock out the Reshiram. He's going to send out his Vanillix after. Nope. It's getting knocked down in one hit. Caracosta gets sent out right after that. It misses attack, so 2 returns will finish off the Caracosta. Archeops comes out. Archeops doesn't get a chance. Archeops get one-shotted, and that's it for Archeops. Kling Klang lives a hit, but misses its Thunderbolt. Then I knock it out in 2 hits, and Zoroark gets killed in 1 hit. And that's the end of N. Get it? Get the end of N. And now we're heading into the Getsis fight. Getsis is going to start out with Cofagrigus. I'm obviously let it kill me. And then from here, I'm gonna use double team and work up in front of the Cofagrigus. It doesn't hit me with Toxic, which is really lucky for us. And then we can finish things off against the Cofagrigus. Get low HP, which is unfortunate. I'm not a big fan of that. Then Bishop comes out. I'm going to expand my team and just waste all my Pokemon apparently. And then I'm going to double team in front of it. Use all my double teams and my workup in front of it. Knock out the Bishop in 1 hit, which is fantastic. Bufalo comes out. I'm scared it's going to live a hit because he looks pretty bulky. You can't lie to me. He doesn't look bulky. He does look pretty bulky. But Return kills him. Electros gets 1 hit as well. Hydreigon comes out. Hydreigon gets 1 hit and outspeeded. Seismitoad comes out and it gets clapped too. And that's the end of Getsis. And we beat the game using only the regional birds. Technically just using Tailo at this point. But regional birds in the title. That's not the end of the game though. We're heading into Cynthia. Cynthia is the final battle of the game. And we're going to do a bit of training obviously. We're going to send out our little Pidgey to start off the fight against Cynthia. Cynthia's going to be a very annoying fight. Always her Spiritomb uses double team against my team, so I want to whirlwind it out. Not exactly the Pokemon I wanted to whirlwind out to, but it worked. I whirlwind back into the Spiritomb, so I whirlwind again to the electric type, which is fantastic, but it's kind of what we have to deal with. It's gonna wild charge me, and I'm a Feather Dance it using P-Dove, weaken its attack, and then send out my little Tailo. I'm able to keep it up and then use double team against it, work up, and then clear it through. Once I'm fully set up, I'm gonna knock out the Electros and then knock out the Milotic, knock out the Garchomp that comes after. It still outspeeds me and almost hits me with a Stone Edge, but yeah, luckily I have double teams out. Braviary comes out, it'll get knocked out as well. Lucario comes out, it does hit me, which is a bit strange, but a second one does not hit me, and then I'm gonna air release it and knock it out. And then Spiritomb comes out. I'm gonna actually, I know it has Sucker Punch, so I'm not gonna risk it, so I'm going to just use Work Up until it runs out of Sucker Punch and then finally hit it using aerial release, and it is done. So that's the end of the game, and we beat Cynthia as well, and also get our little Tailo to finally evolve. A well-deserved evolution. Thank you, Tailo, for all your service, and I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment down below some challenge ideas, and also subscribe if you guys are not already. My name is Alpha, and hope you guys all had a fantastic day. I'm out. Peace.